Hello, welcome to Timberborn and Stardew Vallejo here in this map of the Stardew Valley. So we continue working on our community. So what we're doing now is we're expanding this to be uh, be able to handle a volume of 4 cubes, I guess, cubes of water, liquid, because we discovered that 2 was not enough. Yeah, 2 here is enough to get rid of all our bad tide. But 2 through here, it just, it overwhelmed everything. It was the end of creation. There was so much bad water. So we're expanding this to 4, see if we can get it to work that way. We had not sealed this off before, but we may end up sealing it off this time around. It's not a huge tank. Hmm. I think maybe I should put in one more here. I think I will. It says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know why I didn't do 6. All right. Let's make this a priority. Once they build this, we'll make this a priority. And then we won't build these. Well, we'll build that, but not these. Because, otherwise they'll come over here and get stuck. Let's see how our tank is doing. All right. Well, that's better than last time. So that means last time, whenever the drought started, because this is an 8-day drought, this was not full because it was already almost completely empty, which means that whenever we were first looking at it, oh, you know what? The reason it filled up the first time with only one close was because we accidentally closed them all, and that filled it up. So I bet you whenever I then opened up these other 4 and only had one closed, then it didn't fill up anymore like we saw in the last episode it wasn't doing until I closed the second sluice. Yeah, okay, I bet you that was what the issue was. All right. So then this will be enough water to feed this canal, this wraparound canal here, and our aquatic farms. Okay, very good. That is a success. Yay. So now if we can just get this bad tide diversion to work where we can have, a greater pool than just this, that we can then use to create extract on a more regular, consistent basis, then we'll be able to build our agora because it uses extract. And we'll be able to build like our detailer, which uses extract. And, mud pit uses dirt. Speaking of dirt, we can pause these guys. We're full of dirt. Hopefully we'll get this done this episode. And then we'll have a bad water event so we can test it. So this has not run dry. Last time we had an 8-day drought. This ran dry. Oh, this is about to run dry. Okay, it's about to run dry. So it'll probably run dry before the water comes back through. Yeah, it ran dry. Interesting how this runs dry, but this doesn't. Smaller body of water. Wait, let's pause. Okay, 8 days, only got down there. That's good. All right. Oh, it didn't run dry in 8 days. Okay. That's good. So I think I've reached my population limit need. Which I think means that we can build roofs there. And there. Yeah. Maybe we don't do that there. Or here. Because maybe what we do is we put, well, the Brazier of Bonding needs to be, or the Fountain of Joy needs to be in the water. But the Brazier of Bonding could be like right here. And it does not need power. All right, so then we can go ahead and put roofs here. Oh, I forgot to delete these. We didn't need these after all. This was going to be the other zip line that went to the water. I'm hoping they can pick all this stuff up through the impermeable floors. Thinking they can. I could go ahead and pause these. So one of the problems with zip lines is that it kind of blocks space for windmills. Because normally I would build my windmills like right on top, next to these guys, right on top of the power line. No sloshing over here. I mean, it's sloshing in the water, but it's not flooding. But that may be because now we have two less water sources coming out of here, so water is not as strong as it was before. Though before, I mean, well, yeah. So say we had two that were being diverted down here, but then we also had it coming back into here. So, yeah, I don't know. It was probably some silly shenanigan. That's what it was. Not my lousy designs. Can't be that. My designs are brilliant. My designs won the Nobel Brilliant Prize. Getting a little low on our wood. Alright, we still have all this that we can cut, so we're good. Probably just need to add another lumberjack. Here, let's make this a priority. Because then I can have them working over here as well as here, because right now they're kind of building one at a time. Yes, all right. Now, good. Let's not do that. Instead, let's do this, and then that, and then that. And then what we'll do is we will build a beaver here. And a bush there. Brilliant. Like a trophy showcase. I mean, I guess I could have done that. I could have put him here in the ground. I didn't have to build the one there for it to stand on. But you know what? I don't know. It looks good. Wonder if instead of a bush. Yeah. So it'll be a tribute to our farming, to our farmers with the scarecrow, and of course just a tribute to ourselves as beavers. We were at 700, now we're at 6. Oh, we're starting to run out of trees. Let's say pick these up. Oh, 69 logs right there. We can pick those up. Well, if nothing else, whenever we get a bad tide and we test this out, we at least won't have the bad tide spilling over here because we've now sealed this off. Because, yeah, I'd want it to spill off over into here and off over into here before we had this tank course over in here. It was spilling everywhere. Spilling in my drink. Contaminated my coffee. It was spilling everywhere. Trying to get a good picture of all the construction without these things blocking. We could collapse them like that, but then But then we'd start running out of food and we wouldn't be able to see it. Okay, hurry up. We want to be able to test this. We're not going to have it done in time. We're not going to have it done in time, and then it'll be like 1,800 cycles before we have another bad tide. Once we finish it. And that's being optimistic. Don't be thinking that's me being pessimistic. That's me being optimistic. These are open, okay. And we didn't change anything about these. Alright. Well, maybe we'll be able to test it before the bad tide's over with. We won't be able to test it at the start, but might be able to test it before it's over with. What? Oh, building lacks power, okay. We can pause you. Not going to pause our grinders because I'll forget to put them back on. Six-day bad tide. Let's make these low priority. Hopefully we'll be able to test this out before the end of the bad tide. And we only have 3. I meant to do 4. Oops. We have 4 coming this way. And 4 going that way. But then we only have 3. How'd that work? Oh, okay, no, we got 4. Yeah, alright. We actually have more than 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I was thinking I went 4 higher, but no, okay. Alright, we're good. Why is it taking you guys so long to finish this last? Oh, probably because you're picking up the logs. Orange. And I'd like to test it before it gets like the 1 day left and it starts losing its velocity, the water. Yeah, we built the roofs. There. Now there's no excuse for you to be thirsty. No excuse. Alright, very good. Now we're going to test. Oh, I have to go inside, I think. Alright. Have to turn these. We have to open these. Close these. Alright. That's closed. That's open. That's open. That's open. That's open. I'm scared. Now, where is it coming from? Where is this bad water coming from? These are all closed. No, open. Why are these open? Close above 3% contamination. Why are these open? Huh? Okay, that works, but why were these open? Close above 2%? Did I have them open and I just wasn't paying attention? I wasn't reading it right. That might have been. I might have had this set to open. I'll have to check that during the tape review of the tape. Otherwise, this is working. And we didn't get contamination in our tank. No. So it must be that I just had these set to open and not an auto. Probably. Oh, that's terrible. That's terrible. All right, so this is all working good. All right, very good. Now we can... All right, yeah, we have that set to low priority. Set that to normal priority now. Now we can build these. Yay! I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. I believe our waterworks system is going to work great. That's annoying, but probably my fault. We'll have to figure it out when we review the tapes. So it probably has nothing to do with the fact that this is now 4 wide or 4 high, as it is that I just put more dams in here. Probably. Okay, we want 3%. Gonna have all this bad water flow down through our system. However, it should be diluted enough to not cause anything to die or any beavers to get sick. All right. We're going to pause all of this. Because we have a wood issue. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come up with a way for them to get over here. Gotta build some scaffolding to do that. Just looking at our tree situation. Oh, yeah. I think I originally had this coming up here and the road coming up here to match this road here. But now I messed that up. Well, what I could do, I think, is let's pause this so they don't start building that. And then I do this. And then we do this. And I can unhook these two and hook this one to there. I could also hook this to here and then to there. Yeah, okay. Very good. And that'll be our way to get to here. All right, let's get rid of this connection. And we'll do this. Yeah, we'll get all convoluted, man. Okay, we're full of metal. Let's make we're full of scrap, so let's make some more metal. And treated planks. Oh. Alright. Like, why aren't they doing any work? We're up to 800 wood logs now, so we can start rebuilding some of this. Well, that's all the time we have left for today's episode, so we'll zoom out, show the work we've been doing. Our big bad water collection, so we can produce extract project. So hopefully you enjoyed that. If you have any questions or comments, please leave in the comments section. This will be a completed series, but I can still read and respond to the comments or questions. So until next time, have a terrific day.